my name is Joy Lamina and I'm the Lead Safeguarding Manager at Middleton Murray. Today I'm here to talk about the International Youth Day, where we're focusing on safe space for young people. Here at Middleton Murray, it's important that our young people have a safe space. You may ask, what is a safe space? A safe space, essentially, is a place where a young person can be free to express themselves, freedom to speak without judgment, freedom to speak without criticism. And I think this is fundamental for the growth and development of any individual. We look around today with the challenges that young people are facing. We look at the technology, for example. We look at globalization. We look at the freedom of movement. And it's essentially important that young people have a freedom to be able to express, to be able to grow, to be able to basically show the world what they have and be able to share that, because our young people are really our future. Here at Middleton Murray, we encourage our young people to have the forum to speak out, to have the forum to think creatively, to give them the freedom and the forum and the opportunities to achieve their highest desire. Everything is possible for every young person if they're afforded the opportunity to be the best that they can be. And how can you do that? I believe you can do that by allowing each young person to know themselves, to identify who they are. And everybody's different. We are all different. When we look at International Youth Day, some young people haven't got this opportunity. Some young people are suppressed. They don't have the freedom and the opportunity to speak out or go to school, the things that we take for granted. And we want to highlight to our young people at Middleton Murray that we ought to be grateful. We entitle our young people to express themselves. We encourage our young people to come up with their life plans so they can have a plan of the future. And without a safe space, it's difficult to think creatively. Thank you.
So International Youth Day is basically celebrated all over the world, and it is done to commemorate the achievements of the youth in all fields and actually to inspire them to be active participants in the society. I think we need to create a space for them where their voices need to be heard. They need to come to the forefront, and we need to give them the confidence to believe in themselves, to motivate themselves. And as a teacher, I feel proud of the fact that I'm getting a chance to do that, touch many young lives as much as we can. Also, with the advent of social media, I think the generation today, the generation Y, they are the most informed and they can make very good decisions, but at the same time it has got an adverse effect as well. But there's no denying the fact that they're very smart, they can take very good decisions, and they're the most informed generation. How many times have we seen young people having new business startups? And I think young people need very good role models as well. There should be organizations which should be more accepting towards young people. Yes, they do have their fair share of problems, but I think given the right tools and given the right motivation, they can galvanize a huge, massive action plan and put that into place. They have the potential to be future leaders.
They can be themselves, they're free to express themselves, nobody's judging them. So I think that's what's really important. They can make mistakes and no one's saying, oh no, that's not how it should be. It's just them learning from their own mistakes, learning from other people's experiences as well, and then letting them know that actually you're not alone. There is definitely, other people who maybe feel the same, have had similar experiences, just to let them feel more comfortable, let them grow and be themselves a bit more. Imagine there's a young person who's grown up in quite a enclosed environment, maybe just gone to school where everyone maybe is similar, no one's afraid of going astray or just following the pack, that sort of thing. You go home, there's safe space, there's young people from all over, not just the UK, the world, and so they're talking about their experiences, and then you think, oh, I like the sound of that, maybe that's something I can do. And unless there was safe space, how would this young person know that that's actually a possibility for them? So I think that's important as well. And myself, as a young person, I was growing up, I was actually into the brownies and guides, so it may sound quite old-fashioned now, but actually the trips that we went on helped us to communicate and meet other people from all over the UK. So I grew up in quite an enclosed environment myself, but had it not been for those experiences, you know, I wouldn't have known that there's other things going on in the UK, not just the world. So anywhere that someone growing up in an enclosed environment can get to meet, you know, other people, learn from their experiences, just makes them a more rounded person, I think, so it's important. We have a few things going on for the young people. So number one, they're meeting lots of other young people. They're learning from experiences of the tutors, the recruiters as well, so all of those people that are involved. So they can, you know, any questions, that's one thing that I found with the staff, you know, anytime you can get someone and say, oh, actually, and then they're happy to talk to you, you know, answer your questions, make you feel comfortable. And that's one thing the learners always say, you know, they're not afraid to make mistakes. They know that there's somebody there, you know, to help them and just to guide them. So that guidance is important as well.
I think it's important that youth have a safe space in the work placement so they can express themselves, but also don't feel the inclined to hide who they are. Everyone's not exactly the same. I think the reason we try to strive forward is to acknowledge that everyone is different and that the fact that people are different is the new generation to our society.
For me personally, I feel like I can express myself. When a person is not discriminated against, it's okay for them to be themselves and open up. So they feel confident. If they have low self-esteem, they can talk to anybody about it without fearing backlash on them. I feel like they can find new opportunities as well, find probably people like them in this environment that everybody's working. I feel like if they can get comfortable here, then when they go out there, they can get more comfortable out there because they're going to go in a new environment. And not just that, but the fact that they've been in an environment prior to that, that accepts them for who they are. I think they feel more confident to go out and do work. It makes them feel better about themselves, especially if someone has like, you know, they're either not confident in speech or they're not confident in speaking or being outspoken. Being here would probably just naturally develop them.